Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and you are watching TTV News, some latest events in Tay Ninh province. And now we come into details. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ministry of Health have an online conference with province and city across the country on the progress of the COVID-19 vaccination campaign in the morning of July 29. Mr. Đỗ Xuân Tuyên, Deputy Minister of Health, presided over the meeting. Dr. Nguyễn Văn Cường, Deputy Director in charge of the Department of Health, was present at the provincial report.
As of July the 29th, Vietnam has deployed 5 million doses of COVID-19 vaccine for priority objects according to the Department of Preventive Medicine. There are 4 types of vaccine, including AstraZeneca, Pfizer, Moderna, and Sinopharm. Vietnam is planned to deliver about 130 million doses of the vaccines in 13 batches to the person from 18 years old or age of older in 2021. With the objective of attaining at least 90% immunization rate, only Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City are anticipated to receive the vaccination, which has about 99% success rate. Vietnam will continue to inject about 125 million doses of the vaccine beginning in August of 2021. To guarantee the safety of COVID-19 immunization, the Department of Medical Examination and Treatment advises that vaccination sites ensure the following factors: the safe infrastructure, methods, tools, and equipment for vaccination, record information about the individual being vaccinated, the practitioner training, knowledge and screening and vaccination training for the health workers, conduct vaccination screening and categorization of individuals, be prepared to offer first aid to patients and monitor following immunization in basic emergency equipment. And according to the Ministry of Health evaluation, the progress of immunization against COVID-19 in the areas in recent years has not met the objective. Deputy Minister of Health Đỗ Xuân Tuyên suggested that localities focus on developing vaccination plans based on the Ministry of Health expected data on vaccines distribution in their areas and accelerate the implementation of expand and vaccination nationwide with a goal of vaccination about 70% of the population by the first quarter of 2021. Vaccination sections must be planned to guarantee vaccine safety, particularly in the area where Prime Minister Directive number 16 is being implemented.
Tay Ninh residents were instructed not to leave their home from 6 p.m. present day to next day 6 a.m. except for emergency situations starting from the evening of July 28. According to our correspondent report, the majority of the people have complied quite well. However, some people did not catch the information in time, so they were still on the street. Due to the new regulation, the functional sector has propagated and reminded. Immediately following the directive, at exactly 18 on July 28, functional urgency patrol and check to remind individuals to maintain social distance on the roadway. The streets were quiet in the evening of the first day of implementation of restriction, and the majority of people were followed not to go out after 6 p.m. except for urgent cases. There are still cars and motorbikes running on the street sporadically, and the functional forces remind those who have not complied with non-essential deliveries, so they are forced to turn around. The checkpoint forces remind people to comply with Directive 16 from 6 p.m. present day to next day 6 a.m. Once you know the spirit of this direction, everyone should arrange and assign their work accordingly to return home in time. Previously, the functional force had proclaimed the new regulation over the loudspeaker. They all follow the province rule and are determined to work together with the rest of the country to combat the pandemic. From now until the end of August 1st, functional forces will patrol and control mobile phones on all routes beginning at 6 p.m.
On July the 28th, representatives of Thiên Bích Rubber Company and Bích Phượng Rubber Company Limited handed over 600 rapid test kits and about 700 disposable protective suits for disease prevention and control worth more than 200 million Vietnam dong to Tân Châu district authorities. Mrs. Nguyễn Thị Phượng, Vice Chairwoman of Tân Châu District People Committee, commended companies' contribution to epidemic prevention in the community. She also emphasized that the support of the enterprises is very important and meaningful, joining hands with the district party committee and authorities and the local people to prevent and control the COVID-19 pandemic.
The mass mobilization of the Party Committee and Labour Confederation of Bến Cầu District visited and offered presents to medical facility, blockade site, concentrated isolation areas, and anti-COVID-19 forces in the locality in the morning of July 28. The delegation visited 5 anti-epidemic checkpoint stations in Long Chữ Commune, Long Phước Commune, adjacent to Tay Ninh Commune, Long Thuận Commune, and An Thành Commune. For blockade point and medical isolation zones located at Long Chữ Commune, Long Phước Commune, Vietnam Mobile Stock Company, and the People Core Bến Cầu District Treatment Facility and the Sport at District Health Center. The delegation asked about the health circumstances of officers, soldiers, and epidemic prevention at each location visited, encouraged the personnel of the unit to be more resolute to try to accomplish the given epidemic prevention responsibility. The delegation donated its anti-epidemic checkpoint 3 million Vietnam đồng, its blockade point and concentrated medical isolation area 5 million Vietnam đồng, and the district health center treatment facility 7 million Vietnam đồng in cash and gift. The District Labour Confederation also provided Bến Cầu District Steering Committee for Disease Prevention and Control with 4 boxes of medical masks valued at 7.4 million Vietnam đồng. The total value of this visit and gift giving is 60 million Vietnam đồng, mobilized by the District Labour Confederation.
The Vietnam Fatherland Front Committee of Hòa Thành Thao has just received medical equipment for prevention and control of COVID-19 epidemic, which was sponsored by Vĩnh Phúc and Hải Trang Lottery Association under the mobilization of the women unions of Hòa Thành Thao. The medical equipment and tools for pandemic prevention and control include about 300 protective suits, 2,000 gloves, and 10,000 masks, 200 face shields, and 100 mineral water bottles, with a total value of about 55 million Vietnam dong. This is one of the activities in the program joining hands to prevent the COVID-19 pandemic of the Women's Union of Hòa Thành Thao, MS, sharing difficulties with associated units and forces in charge of pandemic prevention and control, joining hands with all levels and sectors in fighting against the COVID-19.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Trần Mậu Khí Trâm, Director of Asia Commercial Bank ACB, Tay Ninh branch gave his kind regard and provided medical supplies to Tay Ninh Department of Health in the afternoon of July 29 to support the fight against COVID-19 in the region.
The Asia Commercial Bank ACB Tay Ninh branch deducts from the funding source to support the prevention and control of COVID-19 pandemic to present Tay Ninh health sector with medical supplies with a total value of over 100 million Vietnam dong. Dr. Trang Văn Sĩ, Deputy Director of the Department of Health, acknowledged the heart of the leaders and staff of Asia Commercial Bank, Tay Ninh branch. He said that these medical supplies will be promptly distributed to units participating in the fight against COVID-19 pandemic, contributing to improving the effectiveness of pandemic prevention and control in the province.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for joining with us and see you next time.